Abusua ewa makwaba ade ba odogu news odogu TV na ajebo ajanya ba bedura ne sa nyame adoma ya wada ban na FIFA World Cup 2026 etudwa United States, Mexico and Canada na a lot of actions and reactions and all the countries are preparing for friendly matches and the idea been intensify more training identity. I think 2026 World Cup is going to be very mega do US and Ankasana Donald Trump nyam offer name of way no Iran for Israel for to say I'm a security and but all the same and World Cup na den ebebaso na ohwe the way an university e pese ko archives kakra na ekokwe abakwasem kakra na records statistics kakra since 1930 ebesi 2022 World Cup na yebo no abakwasem ewom and statistics ewom don't forget say 2023 edition 2026 edition is going to be the 23rd edition of FIFA World Cup. So from 1930 up to 2022 was the 22nd edition. Yeah, but every 4 years, beyond Yabo Magma complete 22. So it means that's not easy. Work up no achapa. And yeah, because statistics especially now you the way I near Madden, SCT. Tell me the work up and Casadian. A chance in 1930 and first country who to wake up was Uruguay. Yes, Luis Suarez no for Roman who to wake up at the kind or Manson and J. Now, yeah, Baba name since 1930 up to 2022 World Cup, and that's the last time I had about 2026 team. Now, that 22 edition of World Cup now Yabo, total number of matches are Yabo matches played in FIFA World Cup since 1930 up to 2022. Yabo 964 games. Tinio, you do good news or do good TV in Kwana statistics way, and it's a history. Yabo 964 matches. Out of this 64 matches now Yabo. There's out of this 964 matches na Yabono. Goals wa hodwa yashe. Goals are yashe. Excluding penalty shootout. Jeka say excluding penalty shootout. Say be yebona adu penalties na yebo. But in the game of football, say penalty ban yebo eka ho. But here you enable penalty shootout no there eno eka ho. So say players bound in goals into the net no. Yashe goals ma 2720 goals and a PM FIFA World Cup 2,720 goals and a share of FIFA World Cup since 1930 up to 2022. As I said, excluding penalty shootouts. Now, most goals scored in a single tournament, say about tournament, that is 172 goals and a share. 172 goals and a share in a single tournament, and that tournament, just recent one, I want Qatar. 2022 World Cup no, and I had the most single tournament that goes PM in FIFA World Cup history. That is 172 goals and a PM in that World Cup. Now all-time top scorer, that's individual, say player bako Eco World Cup now all she goes only the top scorer in terms of all-time top scorer there. Germany midfielder and a striker. Germany striker I friend Miroslav Klose. What the Miroslav Klose they say yes, he goes empire tonight. He was fantastic. He was phenomenal. He was delight to watch. Miroslav Klose and they lead with 16 tournament goals and a share. Now all-time top scorer country or my own watch goals Casapa World Cup as you can imagine. Wow, Brazil actually 237 goals and Brazil actually a World Cup since 1930 up to 2022. Brazil actually 237 goals, followed by Germany and a second also 332 goals in FIFA World Cup. Now first player to score at FIFA World Cup history, say about FIFA World Cup shots and player what the ball to attempt first. Some player of French in of France, your friend Lucien Laurent, that's 1930 World Cup no. One of the first player what the ball at Tottenham at the France. So ona obisa so tene waka so tene dogu ni so dogu TV han kona benya saba ko semo ya de eden now in World Cup history players mako 1300 and actually goes players mako 1300 players and omade ball at Tottenham, and out of this 1300 players or actually goes yes so say 101 of these players actually 5 goals or more. 101 of this 1,303 players, 101 actually over 5 like goals 5 and more and o match FIFA World Cup how you dogu ni so dogu TV and kwa na statistics na and history back in World Cup especially goals and other things. And now when it come to red cards now in the red cards since 1930 up to 2022 red cards appear FIFA World Cup 174 red cards and a yellow cards over 2,000 yellow cards and a show FIFA World Cup as now Omaya only the when it come to say red cards Brazil aji red cards mark 11 yes 11 red cards and a Brazil and then aji most cards in a single match see FIFA World Cup match now in a single match team B and answer two teams in a red cards that was 2010 South Africa and that game was a grand finale between Netherlands and Spain so World Cup Spain first World Cup that famous goal by a brand friend Andre Nesta spectacular goal that day and in that match players mark 14 and a yellow cards players mark 14 and a yellow cards in that single match and referee dan ujinam Howard Webb yes that English referee to what kind of yes almost a man for referee no Howard Webb and this match now quickest red card pm football abakosem on FIFA World Cup abakosem no quickest red card ekoma Uruguay player I friend Jose Batista yes Jose Batista under 1 minute you pass the ball now under 1 minute and I've the red card or had a offering free and he was sent off under 1 minute. That's Jose Batista in 1986 World Cup. They were playing Uruguay was playing against Scotland and just under 1 minute and I've friend Jose Batista a red card in 1986 World Cup now and also you good one something brand how you dogu so dogu TV high name all the flares all the insight all the statistics and all the records all the yellow cards all the red cards and everything that we at the every hour now yentu aso now yanko pen talking about in the game say for match na referee penalties ama team B now oko penalties so this is how the breakdown is referees award 303 penalties referees with the matches FIFA World Cup since 1930 up to 2022 I bought the last edition about 2026 as 23rd edition referees award penalties mark 303 penalties and award at various countries now goals scored out of this penalty referee for an award yashem 227 penalties and yashem now ne yasem 76 and a penalty shootout and say yebona penalty shootout so say be ayabo final semi final quarter final penalty shabam yabo prema kumako 35 penalty shootout and a PMT ayo dogu ni so dogu team kwa na benya sa history where ya the amount in the game of FIFA World Cup no say you do round of 16 be quarter finals semi finals finals no yebo penalty shootout say ya we have goalless yebo penalty so yabo prema kumako 35 times and yabo penalty shootout now single tournament records say yebo single tournament na penalties appeal top awarded single tournament no that's 29 penalties and in 2018 World Cup at Russia and that in a ban because as a result of that VAR I introduced VAR so we say okay 2010 okay Frank Lampard go now World Cup Honor the film for transfer or VAR so 2018 World Cup no we got a lot of penalties 29 penalties and I think edema various countries now most penalties for one single team or more yaji penalty amana in World Cup history no Argentina that is 2022 some of my country say May 2022 World Cup no mamu ni stance on it me features our World Cup it was staged yes it was something that was crafted I dey share say ye dey mobi and in there ma mutima jinwa chinje ni adia pa fa comment was anyway and the sana na me anyway and as I said in most penalties for one team that's single tournament see a single tournament penalty adodo ama o man bi no Argentina lady yes Argentina 2022 World Cup and on the lead now followed by Portugal that's 1966 World Cup and the Netherlands 1978 World Cup and most penalties are yaji in that tournament no omo na 4 apiece nti uka Argentina last edition uka penalties ahodo ejimo makufo na enye penalty kra na ya agenya de nti uka ya na wa fa na na chese akwa nti video na fa comment to ase ne enko odogu ni so dogu TV ma all the insight, all the history, all the records are World Cup ase. Now we hear for now about most penalty taken by a player, say player back or penalty ahodo penalty or most a penalty kicker Abrante from Lionel Messi. Yes, I am na make in a single tournament so be a kono bo penalty ahodo ye jima no ball ora no make am for sama men kama ya no we nyam na make record online. Yes, say Abrante from Lionel Messi when they hold that record no in a single tournament say over 5 penalties. 5 penalties, that's 20 the last edition 2022 World Cup. Messi bomb penalty in just one single tournament. Messi and that record. Say player be able tournament na in a FIFA World Cup in a single match and in a single tournament no yeah the penalty one country Argentina Portugal in 1966 and Netherlands in 1970 but say player back yeah all share no and German all share no Messi I think say ona what me abo do what take penalties do that's 2022 World Cup team obi come honje say that World Cup no mamuni no sense them there now yanko most penalties taken overall history no Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo share the record for the most penalties taken in the FIFA World Cup obi abo penalties makmako 6 Ronaldo 6 Messi 6 but we are saying that in a single tournament say the penalty am obi no abo kese wabo in one tournament Lionel Messi 2022 kaya now most penalty goals overall history oko penalty goals must say penalty goals in the World Cup as ya Lionel Messi and lady yes Lionel Messi one ni also for Argentina former player Gabriel Batistuta also Argentina obia as a 4 goals overall no obia as a 4 penalties in the World Cup ya ka ma say the actual how dogu ni so dogu TV the transfer say their records in another you breaking down the amount now you go to fouls. In fouls, no player ya foul most in FIFA World Cup history. I have branch from Diego Armando Maradona, the late or Argentine. Diego Maradona, you found 152 times across 21 matches. Bueno, you found 152 times. Now Lionel Messi, followed by Lionel Messi, that's second. Lionel Messi is between 74 to 75 fouls and received across 26 matches. Wabo, you have branch from Jacinho, yes, Jacinho. Also Brazil in 64 foul received across 60 matches at Oboe, followed by Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal, 60 foul received across 22 matches at Wabo, and Neymar Jr. of Brazil on 60 fouls and what in Sakana received across 13 matches played. Now, when it comes to FIFA World Cup history, you go see single tournament foul records. So mine back a foul, a tier player, and I say in a tournament, more fouls, 1986 Mexico was 1986 World Cup in the border of Mexico 53 fouls in the prem. Now followed by 1930 that was Italy and also that World Cup 50 fouls and then a PM 1982 Spain and also 36 fouls and then a PM. The high dogu ni so dogu TV the transit there yama all the flares all the update all the records so that to propel you going to FIFA World Cup 2026, you know what is going to happen there. Now, all the influence over free kicks are free kick, direct free kick, direct free kicks. We are saying that I said the free kick to play be a bat to is over 100 of them, over 100 free kicks and a direct free kick and then Yashe goes a record in FIFA World Cup now. And also breaking it down a player and a direct free kick to a Pele, any kind of Brazil, any kind, followed by David Beckham, England, Bernard Gihini of France, Omina Kofa, said the penalty, free kick, sorry, at all, near Bodarata question, Omina, ISA, Abacos, and maybe I can answer the Eden. Now, FIFA World Cup, Muswa, since 1930 up to 2022, World Cup, na yabon direct free kicks goes on. When I'm talking about the country, so mind be, Yaji free kick, man, over direct Brazil, any kind. Brazil actually 13 direct free kicks. 13 direct free kicks and Brazil actually followed by Argentina 5 direct free kicks and and South Korea and so actually 5 direct free kicks and so you don't have about some Eguswa amount high dogu ni so dogu TV. Yeah the Akajo World Cup update all the draws all the excitement odogu no so odogu TV ka follow ne catch us tem ye betena sese bia no Kintampo Bank ene kitemu de updated e brown open bank ene o ma de dwuma open bank akwaje besia akoye wadwuma no wanya mfaso a Kintampo Bank yiaba na open besia akoye wo de hia ye na nsɛmentamu na ye bia ba na mo papa yi ni pakese na ye o me ne basase na ha adwene enti nkoto mo foso mo ko Kintampo Bank ampa mo kwaje besia akoye ye na ka ma mo wi mo nya mfaso ko tua besia no enti Kintampo Bank asana meka chiro sa so na banking service bia no overdraft ahodo mo ma commercial loans salary loans controller loans ina no mo ma na ne me de kwa ye ma me ne papa na ma mo okro nketo mo ekua so do cash wodo mo aburo bayere mo ka mo mum na mo Kintampo Bank ko to kese enche bia no be ma bosia boyi me no be kase o mo to street na ba phone papa so ate say wi ndu kwa je besia wetima tua yanko Kintampo Bank mo branches ne dofon etechima o mo mienu kenten ena Kumasi station high sense nche obenya mo sa so na Kintampo na headquarters ne wo pay ya pay babato de ne de mobilization nti Kintampo Bank asem de ka kiro se nesu de konsa be fu aba wo dafi na what transfers come from wallet to your account or from your account to your wallet and they maybe we can see on here ska kwa cha mo ATM which is what the down on where ska kwa was up na de anti Kintampo Bank de ka jo system ya so pe bank papa no ma ono ma to kasa ma ko dijuma se wo pe futu bi afes ka se mo bada chinti kokoto kakrakra eno so ban be kona sin training na say university na scan padim wa kwa ko ina da kwa ko dijuma Kintampo Bank mre bi be transi bia no o mo kete mo ide update na de banti de ye hwe goes total goes ya share freaks ahodo penalties ahodo and dey appear FIFA World Cup go into 2026 World Cup new expectations my energy World Cup let's see at your comment section ye hwe o ma be na FIFA World Cup no obetimi then agi let's see your comment and update dey abra let's see your comment at the comment section thank you.